Hello everyone. I'm here to introduce another series of the word plus value game. And as everyone is getting to know, these games are inspired by Scrabble or any other word game that's in need of knowing the value of the word. This is a card game that comes with 50 or more cards depending on what game you want. But the game is to not only teach you word values, it's also to teach you topics on the different game that you like. So this one right here is another special one. All of them are special to me, but this one right here is the KWANZAA one. KWANZAA is a little different because some of the words aren't used in some of the word games, but other words are. So I picked out those words that could be used. Now, as I said, the game comes only with cards, but players will need pencil and paper to keep score. In keeping score, once that card is identified, players would write down the word. And once they draw the card that is needed, they will mark that off on their scoreboard and receive those points. As I said, the game is a card game. The cards are separated in two piles. One pile is the picture or word cards, and the other pile is the A plus V cards with the individual letter value card. So as you can see, it's a real simple game. You see the word and you spell it out. The player that picks the letter that is needed for the sight word that all players can see receives a point. The card they pick that is not needed, they place beside them as a discard. Once the game is over, everyone will add up their points. The player with the least value will become the winner. Okay, as I said, this is the KWANZAA one. Just to show you some other cards that come with this KWANZAA game is emoji. And it gives you the symbol and the word underneath again to spell out. Although these cards right here, you really can't use these words in a lot of word games. But you still get to learn the different meanings of KWANZAA. And that's really the principles and background of word plus value. You're learning different topics while learning the value of that word. So as you see, it's this one. And then you would have the M matching it to spell out emoji. So that's the other cards that come with it. All of the games that are created has like 7 games in one. So, but let me show you all how to play this one real quick. Okay, let's draw. I'm going to play with 2 people. Players would draw. Player 1 would draw. Okay. As you see, there's no words on this card because, as I said, the one stack comes with pictures or words. And as you see, this one is a picture. So players would have to draw until they see it match this picture. Once they see it match the picture, then they would be able to see what word is needed to spell out. All right, so let's get started. Put this up here. The game takes about, 30 to 45 minutes, depending on how fast players play. But I'm only going to give you a summary. And does this picture match the picture up top? Yes, it does. And the word that is needed to spell is GIF. GIFTS. Zawadi as the KWANZAA word. So players would put that up top. And player 1 would mark off the I and receive 1 point. Once again, players should write out the words on their scoreboard so they can know which letters they received and the point value. Player 2 would draw. T is needed with a 1 value next to it, so they would place it up top for all players to see. Once again, giving them the KWANZAA name, seeing it over and over. F, needed. Oh, player 2 was needed to mark off T. Sorry about that, y'all. And get the 1 point. F, player 1 would get the F and mark it off, place it, seen once again, and get 4 points. Player 2, as you see, this one is not needed. It's an E and it's a discard. So it would go on players 2 discard side. Player 1 also received an E for discard. Place it over there. Player 2 received the S in gifts. And they would place it there and receive that 1 value. Player 1 picked up the G and with a 2 value and places it up top. And as you see, they spelled out gifts. Player 1 received the 2. So after they see that they've spelled it out, everyone will be able to see what that whole word value would be in playing any other future word game. So right now, this one would be 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9. Gifts give you 9 value points. But in regards to word plus value, let's see who would be the winner. All right, player 1 identified the I, the F, and the G, giving them 7 points. Player 2 identified the I and the T, S, giving them 2 points. But player 1 had to discard 1 of the E. They would add that 1 to their 7, giving them 8. Player 2 would discard 1 with the value of the E and add that to their 2, giving them 3. So right now, the player who would win would be player number 1 in this round. Because the game comes with so many cards, you can play different rounds, or you could just stop or keep going, keep going. If you keep going until all the cards are gone, all players would add up each individual round. And still, the player with the least value would be the winner. If scores are tied, players would have to draw from the A plus B cards. The player that draws the highest value card wins that round or wins the game if there are tied numbers. So as you see, it's a learning tool that I hope everyone starts to pick up, and I hope it becomes the next family game. Have fun with it. Hit me up on Eastday at Word+Value Games, or send me an email. I look forward to hearing from everyone. Have a great day, and God bless.